You open your phone just to check one message, and suddenly it's 2 hours later. Why can't we stop scrolling? In this video, we'll tell you why you can't stop scrolling, the dangers it can have if you don't take control, and most importantly, how you can resolve it. First of all, let us introduce the one who causes all the trouble. It's called dopamine. Special neurons in your brain produce and release dopamine whenever you feel pleasure, happiness, motivation, or curiosity. Your brain literally feeds on it, and it loves it. Think of it like craving a delicious snack. The more you get, the more you want. So, whenever you get a like, a comment, or a notification, it triggers this same dopamine pathway. Your brain loves this, so it pushes you to do it again and again, often without even realizing how much time has passed. That's why endless scrolling can feel so irresistible. Does this feel all too familiar to you? Don't worry, you're not alone. Millions of people struggle with this every day, and the good news is you can take back control. It doesn't cost a thing, just a little time and care for yourself. Okay, so now that we know who keeps us hooked, let's talk about what all this scrolling actually does to us. First off, it messes with your attention. Ever notice how you can't focus on anything for more than a few minutes? And constantly forgetting things? Yeah, that's your brain craving the next hit of dopamine. It also messes with your sleep. Blue light from screens, fear of missing out notifications popping up in the middle of the night. Your brain just doesn't get a proper rest. And mood-wise, it can make you feel anxious, irritable, or even kind of down. Even though you're technically connected online, it can make you feel more disconnected in real life. So why is it so hard to stop? Well, it's your brain doing its magic. And social media is sneaky. It uses what psychologists call intermittent reinforcement. Sometimes you get a like or comment, sometimes you don't. And your brain just keeps chasing that little reward. It's a lot like gambling or shopping addiction, honestly. But don't worry, there's hope. Here is what you need to do. One simple way to take back control is to set app timers. This just means you tell your phone, okay, you can only use this app for 30 minutes a day, or whatever works for you. Once the timer's up, the app locks you out, and it helps your brain break that endless scrolling habit. Another trick is using grayscale mode. It sounds weird, but it works amazingly well. Trust us. Your phone screen goes black and white instead of bright, colorful, and exciting. Since your brain loves those flashy colors, turning them off makes scrolling a little less, tempting. It's like taking the sugar out of candy. Still fun, but not as addictive. Also, there is another trick called dopamine detox. Hey, it sounds fancy, but it's really just giving your brain a little break from constant hits of pleasure. Basically, you pick a certain period, maybe a few hours or even a whole day, and avoid things that give instant dopamine like social media, games, TV, or mindless scrolling. Instead, do activities that are low stimulation, but still rewarding in the long term. Journaling, reading, going for a walk, playing outdoor games, meditating, or even cooking something nice. The goal is to let your brain reset so it stops craving those constant little hits from notifications. You can start small, too. Even 30 minutes to an hour before bed without your phone can make a big difference. Over time, your brain learns to enjoy slower, more meaningful rewards instead of just chasing likes or endless scrolls. And once you do this regularly, you'll notice it's easier to focus, feel calmer, and just enjoy life without being glued to your screen. Plus, you'll start noticing things you may have been missing before, like your siblings, your parents, your pets, or other loved ones. Suddenly, these little moments feel more real and meaningful because your brain isn't constantly distracted by your phone. So, yeah, scrolling can be addictive, but now that you know what's happening in your brain and how to fight it, you can start taking small steps to regain control. And maybe finally put your phone down for a bit. Your family members would be surprised at first, but it's all worth the effort. Thanks so much for staying with us this long. If you found this helpful, don't forget to share it with your friends who might need a dopamine detox or other tips to take control of their habits. And of course, don't forget to subscribe for more tips on understanding your mind and taking charge of your habits. And hey, don't forget, from now on, you have a really bright future ahead of you. See you in the next video.